The brave men and women who have fought 119 fires in the Table Mountain National Park over the past fire season have been honored for their dedication. Park manager at Table Mountain National Park, Megan Taplin, joins us for a discussion. Megan, a very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. An incredible moment, really, just celebrating individuals who bravely fought these fires which were causing havoc across the province. Talk to us about the significance of this day.
Good evening. We need to take time to say thank you to all the firefighters who served over the past year.
Okay, Megan, unfortunately we're really battling to hear you. Unfortunately, we're going to just have to try and get a more stable line, but perhaps, yeah, let's I'm being advised to try again. If we can just start that from the top, just talk to us about the significance of today.
Great. Yes, we wanted to take a moment just to say thank you to all the firefighters, all the men and women who have put in so much hard work over the fire season, and in the past year have battled 119 fires that have been raging inside Table Mountain National Park.
And as you honor these individuals who bravely did this job, I mean, what stands out, as they were honored today, and really just talking a little bit about what it took to battle these fires?
Yes, we wanted to honor them for their bravery and for their dedication. They need to work long hours and in very difficult circumstances. And despite that, working at all times of the day and night, and working in some very remote and rugged areas where the only way we can battle the fires is on foot, and putting themselves in those difficult situations to make sure that there's no loss of life. And that's been one thing that has stood out, even despite the fact that there were so many fires, and some of them over very multi-days. We've had no lives lost, we had no major injuries to anyone, and there was no major infrastructure lost. So they really have done a great service to everyone in Cape Town, in being able to save us from having any lives lost, especially.
Yeah. These fires were among the toughest that had to contend with, and of course perhaps a good test to see how much preparation came with that, and whether or not there is some level of preparedness or experience for further future fires that need to be contained and battled as the season gets started. Talk to us a little bit about what they learned from their experience, and perhaps how it prepared them for future battles that may arise.
Yes, well, I think that one of the things which happened this fire season was that there were some multi-day fires where, one of the fires, the Simonstown or Castle Rock fire, went over 9 days. And when we have fires that last for that long, it really stretches the resources, meaning that, firefighters have to work longer shifts, and we have to call in firefighters from further afield to assist. So I think one of the things that was key was the partnerships, and also the input that we had from donors who funded meals and drinks and that for the firefighters, as well as partnerships with the other authorities that assisted us with fighting the fires. And I think we've really learned how key those partnerships are, and also how key our volunteer program is. We have a volunteer wildfire services group of men and women who also come fight fires, without being paid for that, just to help. And that really does help us in these type of multi-day fires. So what is people are, we are prepared for the next fire season, and we have looked at weather predictions and noting that it's predicted that we get less rain than usual this rainy season, but also that the hotter conditions might start earlier this year. So we need to make sure we're prepared to engage in fire season a bit earlier than usual.
Yeah. What are some of the stories that came from some of these men and women who were honored today as they speak from their perspective behind, this blaze which could potentially have taken their lives? What did they have to say?
Well, I think, they really are a bunch of remarkable people in, being well trained and well prepared to face those kind of events. But I think it still boils down to, when they're on the fire line, how much bravery they're willing to bring to the party and how much dedication they're bringing to the party at times when they are tired and there's very low visibility because of lots of smoke. They really have to be dedicated. So I think those are the stories we were hearing from them, and just how much they did put that dedication and that bravery forward.
And very lastly, Megan, before we let you go, how much planning and strategizing did it take your team to ensure that you do get to the bottom of these fires and you do manage them to, reduce further harm?
Well, I think that's very key is the planning, as well as, once we do have fires and they've ended off, we do investigations for each fire to make sure we understand the causes of the fires, because there are very few fires that were actually caused by natural causes. Some of the fires in April and May were from lightning strikes, but the majority are caused by human activities, whether it be cooking fires that get out of control or whether it be ceremonies that are performed. That's something we're seeing more of. And then also fires that are deliberately caused, and we need to investigate further. So, I think that's key in understanding why these fires are happening and knowing how to tackle them in the future, but also making sure we spread awareness out there, to people about how fires can spread, what they should and shouldn't be doing in a national park, and how people can fireproof their homes and help with preventing fires from spreading into the residential areas and communities.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for your time and speaking to us this evening. That, of course, was the park manager at Table Mountain National Park, Megan Taplin, speaking to us about the brave men and women who fought 119 fires in the Table Mountain National Park, being honored for their bravery.